Since when does Corvus care about scars?
The Anthem demo is over. Now that we've all had some time in it, let's gather our thoughts and see what the overall impressions were. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back. I am Montoya. Let me start by telling the new visitors to this channel that things are a little different here. The demographics for this channel is that 44% of my viewers are in the 25 to 34 year age group. The second largest demographic, with 33% of the views, is in the 35 to 44 year range, which is crazy. But there we are. The reason I bring this up is because the opinions shared here are going to be very different from, say, a 15-year-old edgelord screaming about hating EA because it is cool. You are not going to find that here. This is an important issue because the EA hate train is still rolling at full speed. The gaming community made it very clear, especially after Battlefront 2, that EA's practices were not going to go unpunished. With all this still fresh in our minds, BioWare bringing a new IP to an extremely hostile market right now is no easy task. Now, after playing the earlier alpha and after playing the demo this past weekend, my opinion remains the same, and it is this. If you played Warframe, and if you played Destiny, or if you've played Division and you enjoy the co-op style gameplay, odds are high you will probably like Anthem. There were some issues this past weekend. Most obvious, the service. Now, this is not a game breaker. The entire reason they gave 3 invitations to every single VIP Anthem owner was so they could stress test their servers. Yeah, we know how that went. I knew from my previous experience that I should not expect to log in for the first hour, and personally I did not. Some people weren't able to log in for up to 3 hours. Some people got in right away, so I guess the servers filled up pretty fast. I managed to log in, as I said, around 1 PM, and I experienced some of the infinite load screen issues, again, connected to the servers. But this coming weekend, again, this Friday, expect not to be able to log in for the first or even for the first 2 or 3 hours. The servers will get swamped again. This is exactly what they're trying to achieve. They want to see how much bandwidth and server capacity is needed for the launch, which I can tell you right now will also have issues because no launch ever goes exactly according to plan. Now, on to what I thought about the actual gameplay. I loved it. But it is not for everybody. Like I just said, there's a very specific market Anthem is targeting, the Warframe and Destiny burnouts specifically. After talking to several individuals that fit the demographic, 8 out of 10 of them said they loved the game. One was drunk and propositioned me for sexual favors. I said yes. One said not interested, and one hated it. And if you're paying attention, that's 11 people, not 10. For me, personally, this is a game I can play for 1 or 2 hours, leave, come back, jump in a week later, and pick up exactly where I was. For other people, this is going to be their main go-to game, the one they play for 10 hours every single day. There is already a very big and fast-growing community of die-hard Anthem fans on Reddit, and they're extremely excited and satisfied with everything they have seen so far. Let's talk about some smaller issues. Let's talk about mouse acceleration. Like most others, I felt the flight model was a bit weird at first, but after 2 hours, I had mastered it and now it feels perfectly fine. The current flight model is actually a lot better than the initial alpha test, which was extremely difficult to control. And from what I read, they are refining it even further, so all good there. Underwater, the movement needs to be fixed. There is no telling what is up, what is down, and the moving around was confusing as hell. Again, reports are that they are aware of this and will be looking to improve this experience. BioWare is listening. For people complaining about motion blur, stop being idiots. You can disable it in the settings menu. 2 missing items for me. Well, 3 missing items. Field of view in-game chat, and a mini-map, which I feel are pretty damn important, especially a chat when you're in a group with one guy that has no idea what to do. What is this little orb on his back? What does he do with it? You need to have chat in there. The map would be great too. For everything else, and after experiencing the progression system, I am pleased with what I saw. I don't like bullet sponge enemies, but getting some solid loot drops showed us that your javelin and weapons will get a lot more powerful and will be able to clear entire levels pretty fast with more time in the game. Overall, I am very pleased. What I want and what Anthem is giving me is a game I can jump into for 2 hours in the evening after the kids go to bed. I can play one mission, I can play 3 missions, I can go free roam, jump out, come back, no problem. It's exactly the loot and shoot experience I want. I don't know about you, but I want to see BioWare succeed, and I feel they can do it here, but it's also going to depend on us, the gaming community, to give them the chance and not simply jump on the EA hate train because it's currently the cool thing to do. It's perfectly fine to be skeptical, and I suspect many potential buyers of this game will wait a week or 2 after launch before committing, which is perfectly fine. If you plan on getting Anthem and you want to team up, hey, check out our Gilded roster. It's down there below. Feel free to add your name to it, add our names, we can jump in and have a game. If you want to see what other testies are saying about Anthem, I did ask members who played the demo to put their feedback into this thread, link below. Go check it out, some very good feedback there. And if you enjoyed this content, don't forget to give it a thumbs up and drop your comment below. I'm always happy to read your opinions. To my Patreon backers, thank you all for your continued support. I appreciate it immensely. And with that, let's wrap it up. I'll see you all in the next one and next month in Anthem.